What's up, everybody? What I'm about to say is not to discourage anyone or to put anyone down. It is to encourage you and hopefully to help you understand why we think the way we do. Why is there so much sickness in the world? Why we don't like exercising? So those type of things is to encourage you, is to motivate you, and it's all up to you. The saying goes is that you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink it. So basically, I can give you all the wisdom and knowledge and experience I've gained over the decades, and it's up to you to take the action to make it work for you. So what I want to say is, you are what you have become since the beginning of time. Now, what do I mean? We were created in God's image, His blueprint to be like Him. However, sin has abounded throughout the whole earth, and now we often follow the patterns of other human beings, leading us to the wide and destructive gate that leads to death. If we choose the narrow gate, which leads to life, we will begin again to follow God's image. And by the way, I am a godly man. I believe in Jesus Christ, the one and only true God, and I hope this doesn't offend you. Without Him, I am nothing. What I'm about to say is all because of Him. Adversity doesn't last, tough people do. Let me say that again. Adversities doesn't last, tough people do. Now back to what I was saying. We are what we are today because of the beginning of time. Our DNA, the city and state we were raised in, our family, our mother, our father, our brothers, sisters, friends, and the schools we attend all shape who we are today. Let me share a story about my childhood growing up in Houston, Texas. I grew up in a drug and alcoholic home. We grew up on food stamps. And my brothers and sisters were alcoholics by the time they were teenagers. And then my older brother died at 27 years old. How did he die at 27 years old? Because of the drugs and alcohol that he did consumed him. So he died at an early age. But at a young age, I saw that. And I said to myself, I'm not going to follow that pattern. I'm not going to follow my brothers and sisters. And thank God for my mother. My mother, she wasn't an educated woman. She was unskilled. She didn't have a job. So we had a reason to be on food stamps, not because my mother was lazy or anything like that. She just didn't have skills. She didn't have an education. But what she did tell us five kids is to go to school, get a good education, and a good job. And I did that. But not only that I didn't want to be in the environment or my family or other friends, even my friends made fun of me that I was going to be something that they didn't know anything about my future. And because of what my mother said to us, it resonated with me to make her proud. Did I do everything perfectly? No, I didn't. I went through two divorces. I've almost committed suicide. The first time was in the United States Navy. I was full of shame. I was full of guilt. I used to party. I used to drink. I was promiscuous once upon a time. Once I went through my first divorce, um, and I ate bad. But one thing that happened is that nothing really happened to me. Nothing touched me. So what I found out that I was chosen. Then I started weightlifting. Then I started working out with the weights. Then I started competing. And then I learned how to eat healthy nutrition. So, in order for us to get out of the way that we were raised, what we are today, from the beginning of time, it's you have a lot of smart people in this world, but they don't have common sense, in my opinion. We know that all the sickness come from the processed food, lack of exercise, lack of activity. We believe the news and everything they say. We believe the politicians. Um, so we don't take things on our own. We don't uh, resonate that all these things is happening to us because how we've been programmed, how we've been programmed by a family, how we've been programmed by the schools, because we continue the same old patterns and how we were raised. And if you want to be healthy, you want to be happier, it's a mindset. It's the environment. It's the people you hang around. You become who you hang around. You hang around smokers, you're going to become a smoker. If you hang around unhealthy people, you're going to be unhealthy. It takes a sacrifice. Les Brown said this. He said that people say that having money won't make you happy. But here's what he said. He said, I want to find that out on my own because at the top is lonely, but at the bottom where it's overcrowded. Now, the journey that I've been through, I've learned we overcome adversities in life, and it's how we learn, and it's how we grow. Failure is success. Success is not failure. It's the other way around. And I'm talking this way today because I want to share with you is that we are what we are for the beginning of times, meaning basically how we were raised, what we believe. Or we're a hypochondriac. Oh, I'm gonna get sick. Oh, I cut my finger. I'm gonna have to go to the ER. We don't need to do all that. Your mindset, wake up in the morning, being grateful. Um, if diseases, I mean, we eat all this bad food, all this sugar, all this trans fat, the saturated fat, and we call it a disease. I don't get it. I don't understand. And like I said again, I can't sit here and talk to everyone and thinking I have arrived. I haven't arrived nowhere. But without Jesus Christ in my life, what would I be? I wouldn't know. What I know is self-discovery. It's something that the platform that God have given me, and I want to share this with you guys. And I printed my first book, and I'll put the link in the description. It is 8 basic pillars to a simple, healthy life. Click the link. It's on Amazon. It's 8 basic pillars to a healthy, simple life. And it's just sharing what I discovered. It's sharing what I know. It's very basic. So being smart without common sense, it's mind blowing to me. What happened in 2020? You know that there's only one side of every story, right? Or I mean, there's two sides to every story, but 2020 till now, there's still one story, one story. Nobody can come out, even doctors and lawyers can't come out, or on the news, can't come out and say what really happened in 2020, what shut our country down, what happened. And guys, don't get mad at me. My life didn't change. I'm sorry. You can call me selfish. You can call me proudful. You can call me whatever. But I've been through a lot in my life. Like I said, the suicide, drinking and driving, being promiscuous. I could have developed an STD. I could have killed somebody drinking and driving. So many things could have happened to me. But because I was chosen, God protected me so that I'm able to sit on this video and talk to you guys that you are what you are today since the beginning of times. What your mother told you. Oh, you're allergic to this. Okay, you're a kid. How do you know what allergic means? What allergic is? You are what's being fed to you. And if we don't figure out an easier way in keeping our mind at peace, and not be so bogged in with the world. The TV technology, it can work for you or it can work against you. From what I'm seeing, the suicide rate is up, especially among young teenagers, because they feel like they're not good enough in this world. And that's what I was told. But I'm here to tell you that you can overcome any adversity in your life. If you want to be healthy, think healthy. You want to exercise, go exercise. You want to think on your own. Don't let the news do it. Don't let the politicians do it. Think about uh, uh, whoever is our president, or whoever is our governor. Okay, you're happy for a minute, and then next thing you know, you're back to being the same. That's temporarily happiness. Rethink, redo things the way you were raised. A lot of times, a lot of reasons, parents brainwash the kids grow up and brainwash their kids. And I say that, guys, I have a 35-year-old daughter and I have two grandkids. First thing, I'm trying to teach them to fear God, not me. I am a role model in their life for Jesus first, not the world system. I teach them not to try to fit in. And that's the biggest problem with us as well. We want to follow the status quo. We want to feel like we're missing out if we're not out drinking, if we're not out partying, if we're not watching all these foul movies and um, listening to the music that's out there. And like I said, guys, I'm not perfect, but I want to share my wisdom and knowledge with you. I went through two divorces and I've been single for the last 4 years, basically really going on 6 years because we separated and then we decided to go ahead and get a divorce. And I am looking, but my what I'm looking for is a holistic Christian woman who understand health, who understand joy and peace in her life as well as in my life. I'm not a man in want. I don't want a woman in want. Material things you will continue to chase them for the rest of your life if that's where you're setting your happiness in or on. And I used to chase those things, but I didn't know what I know now. But I don't chase those things anymore. I'm at more peace in my life than I ever have been, and I haven't been in a relationship in 4 years. I mean, like again, like I said, without God in my life, where would I be? And I want to encourage you, if you want to live a more peaceful life, you want to be healthier, you want to be stronger, fix the food you've been eating, exercise, find a good coach or a trainer. I'll even coach and train you. I'm a life coach, I'm a, holistic coach. It's from what I learned in the adversity of my life. And now that God has enhanced the wisdom and knowledge that's instilled in me, I can actually talk the talk and walk the walk as I'm talking because I'm living everything. And I'm authentic, you guys. I can't sugarcoat life for anyone. Um, you are what you are. You are what you eat. If you got diabetes, if you're obese, any kind of diseases, you guys, this processed food, it's not our friend, and it's our choice. It's nobody forcing us to eat this food. And I know firsthand, but thank God that I kept training, I kept working out. And I'll show you, a few pictures, from when I didn't eat so healthy, but I also still worked out 4 or 5 times a week, right? So now I'll be 60 here shortly in October, and this journey, I'm living a clean journey life now. I don't, I'm not on social media that much. I'm not on Facebook. I'm not on all that, but I use it for business. And I fill my mind up with what I want to fill it up with. I don't answer text messages first thing in the morning. I don't pick my phone up first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning, I am grateful with gratitude to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Again, if this offend you, sorry, but I wouldn't be who I am today without him. And like I said, I very seldom eat processed food. I'm not saying you got to give up your favorite food. That's impossible. I do eat processed food sometime, but I drink a lot of water. I clean out my system. So, guys, it's like this. You are who you are today since the beginning of time because the city and state, the environment, your family you grew up in, how your parents raised you. So, you're doing the same thing. If you're unhappy, that's your fault. It's nobody's fault but yours. Money can't bring you happiness. Cars, houses, whatever, that's just more stress. I'm not saying, there's nothing wrong with those things, but don't let those things have you. If you want to live a more fulfilled, joyful, purposeful life, reprogram yourself to think on your own. Putting your hope and trust in politicians, wrong way to go. Putting your hope and trust in the news, wrong way to go. Eating all that bad food, processed food, it causes high blood pressure. It causes strokes. It causes heart attacks. It causes diabetes. It causes obesity. It causes all kind of diseases. And then we got the scientists and all these other people knowing what the problem is, and we bought into we supposed to have these diseases. That don't make sense. We drink alcohol, we smoke, and we call this diseases after we've been poisoning our body for so long. Again, you guys, I want to encourage you and to motivate you and to build you up is to be the best version of yourself. And if it means that you have to go it alone, you'll be more at peace in the long run. I'm only telling you and talking from my experience of my life. Um, I'm happier, you know, and like I said, I'm single. Yes, I'm looking for a wife, but I have some standards. I can't just, you know, court anyone, right? She needs to be a wholehearted Christian, healthy, understand the journey, understand uh, um, what I'm saying from a real perspective, from a authentic perspective. Like I said, I'm almost 60 years old. Um, because of the journey and what I've learned and growing up on fried food, eating junk foods and all those type of things. And now that I don't do it, I'm happier. I'm at more peace. I don't have brain fog. Think about it. Every time you put that bad food in your mouth, it brings brain fog. It brings inflammation. So, guys, it's very basic. It's simple if you want to do it. Like I said, if you want to go it alone, and I've been going it alone. I know a lot of people. I live by myself, but I'm at peace. I'm okay. I'll be 60 soon, and I hope you find peace before you ever reach 60. Being the person that I am today, I'm holistic, spiritually, financially, emotionally. I'm healthy. I'm happy. Um, and it's lonely at the top. It's at the bottom where they overcrowded, where everybody's sick, where everybody's following the status quo. And it's okay if you separate yourself from the crowd. It's okay if you separate yourself from people. Find a hobby. Find something you love to do. Read. What is your gift? What is your talent? Focus on your purpose and what you're supposed to be doing in this life that's going to fulfill you. And if you want to know who Jesus Christ is, I can mentor you, I can coach you to accept him as your Lord and Savior. And, is what I know, it's authentic, it's real. And if you really look at it from the beginning of times, God have been orchestrating my life, and it might have been orchestrating your life and other people's life, not just mine. Uh, but the things I went through and who I am today, I'm a new creation on the inside out. It's God's blueprint, His word, how He created us, how He wants us to be in order to be healthy to spread the gospel. We are the temples of the Holy Spirit. We've been bought with a high price. We are to honor God with our bodies and give you some basics. I've just printed my first book. I'm going to put it in the link. It is 8 basic pillars to a simple, healthy life. 8 basic pillars to a simple, healthy life. Click the link. It's going to take you to Amazon. Like I said, you can change. You can reprogram yourself. You don't have to be sick all the time. You don't have to go poor me. Yeah, you're going to lose some people. If you're too righteous, if you're too spiritually, you're too healthy, you're going to lose some people. And that's life. Be okay with that. Young people, be okay with losing friends that are not on your level of where you want to go in life and what you want to do in life. Surround yourself with like-minded people. And I'm not saying try to go it alone and not ask for help. We do need help. And that's another hard lesson I had to learn is that I needed help in this journey from the right people to help me to keep me growing. So I hope, you guys listen to the video. I hope I hope you realize that you don't have to follow the status quo or the sick pattern of this world. You don't have to be a hypochondriac. You don't have to think, oh my God, I'm sick, I'm feeling this, I'm feeling that. You are what you think. You are who you hang around, you are what you tell yourself. And I'm a living testimony of everything I just said. Growing up the way I did in Houston, wasn't given a chance, being made fun of, food stamps. Um, but God had his hands on me all this time. Didn't know it. Didn't know it. I'm able to talk to you today with the wisdom and knowledge that he downloaded in me, in my heart, my soul, and my mind. Be blessed, you guys. Hope you all the best joy, peace, and happiness in your life. And not in the worldly way, but in a spiritual way. In the world's way, you keep chasing. But in the spiritual world, you're satisfied, you're happy. Because God is going to replenish you, he's going to bless you. You put your faith and hope and trust in him. Be blessed, everybody. Thank you.